unto you. Shalom. It is indeed a privilege, it is an honor to be here this morning by the grace of the Lord. It's a joy for me. I really appreciate what the Lord has done in my life. And I take this life as a great opportunity for me to have this time that I can share with my brothers and sisters. Time, it's a gift. Time is a gift, and we have to appreciate it because it's not a must. It's not a must for you to have the time that you have. It is by the grace of God. It's not wish anybody to, face anybody to, face rejection. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. Joining me, we're going to be talking about rejection today. It's a great topic. If you can't deal with rejection, you will face suffering. So you're avoiding rejection, or you don't want to be rejected, or you don't like rejection, you are going to face suffering. Because if you can't deal with rejection, you can't handle the rejection, you will suffer, you will struggle. When people show that they don't like you, when people show that they have no interest in you, when people turn their back on you and rejecting you, you feel so dirty, you feel so useless. So if you can't deal with rejection, it pressurizes you, it depresses you, just because people don't like you. You can't force people to like you, accept you, or to be with you. Something that we have to deal with as people. Will have to deal with rejection somewhere, somehow. Not everybody is gonna like you. Not everybody is gonna accept you. Some people will reject you. Somewhere in your life, you will face rejection. Somewhere in your life, you have to deal with rejection. Like it or not, you gotta face rejection. And if you are that person who say, I can't deal with rejection, then you must know you are in big trouble. Your spirit will be down. Your spirit will be depressed just because people have rejected you. And these are the things that we face everywhere, whether it's schools, it's work, it's families, it's weddings, it's funerals. Somewhere you will have someone who would reject you. You'll go and greet somebody happily, and they give you that thing to say, no, you can see that, they're not interested. And it's painful. Especially when you're so excited to see somebody and they're cold. They're cold. They give you that thing of rejection. We've got powerful cries talking. Amen. Thankful to finally be able to catch you again live, Seth. I hope you have been all right. Yes, I've been by the grace of God. Thank you very much for that. So imagine you're so excited to see somebody, and you express your joy, and they become cold with you, and you don't know why. they become cold with you. And if you can't deal with that, you will suffer. You suffer in the inside. It breaks you. It breaks you because you don't expect somebody to reject you unless you have done something wrong. And just, rejection. And many people can't deal with rejection. And it's very painful. And these things, it's even worse when you face rejection in a relationship. A relationship, people start very well. There's no rejection, there's love, there's attraction, there's closeness, there's communication, there's excitement. And all of a sudden, you have to experience rejection. And you can clearly see, when there's rejection, you don't have to ask. Rejection, you can feel it, you can see it. When someone is not interested, they show you they're not interested. And it's difficult to deal with in a relationship because, you once were close, you once share everything, you know how it is. Closeness, and we can talk and we spend time together, and all of a sudden, that's coldness, that rejection. And you don't know, have I done anything wrong? If then I've done anything wrong, is it so difficult to sit down with me and we talk it out? And if it's something that we need to talk it out, why can't we talk it out and overlook this? I can't take this coldness, I can't take this rejection. It hurts me, it breaks me. People are stressed, and I know that a lot of people get sick, real sick, not just a small, real sick, because being rejected by your lover, being rejected by somebody that you love so much and dearly loves and appreciate, and they give you that coldness, that cold freezing water. It's very painful, and it causes a lot of stress. You sit down and you are stressful because you are rejected. So today we're dealing with a rejection. If you fail to deal with rejection, you will face suffering. And people who suffers from rejection is because they could not deal with rejection. They stuck, it's like, I don't know. It hurts me so much, I can't take it. Once you have these thoughts, I can't take it. I can't take it. It frustrates you to such an extent that you don't know how to respond towards it because, I'm rejected, and you tend to also reject. And that's what many people does. They do that. It's like, okay, you're rejecting me. You think when you reject me, I don't have also the power to reject you? I thank you, Mrs. Magoro there. So yeah, yes, thank you very much. So, shout out to you, Mrs. Magoro. Beautiful. Greet your husband. Thank you. So, these are the things that causes a lot of diseases in relationship. I would tell you that most of these diseases that people have in a relationship, sugar and high blood pressure, it's stress. It's stress. And you asking yourself, have I done wrong? Is it so hard to sit down and then talk about it? Am I so bad? Have I turned so bad that you can't sit down with me and we talk it out? Even if we have to talk it out the whole night. What is it that we can talk about? What is it that we can resolve? Than for us to reject each other or for you to reject me? You know, these are types of questions that people have who suffers from rejection. And because you don't have the answer, why is this person rejecting me? And most of the time, people who reject other people, they never tell them why. They never say, why are they rejecting you? They don't say that you've done this, or I'm rejecting you because it's my fault or it's your fault, or because of what. You feel the rejection and the coldness of somebody to say, you are very cold with me. Thank you very much. With power of Christ says rejection lead us to want to pour the same spirit of rejection to others. Very, 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 very powerful, and is exactly what is happening. You hate me, I'm gonna hate you. I'm not gonna sit down and look at you hating me, treating me like a dog, treating me like I'm not human, and look at me and otherwise I can do that also. That's the attitude that people have, and leads into serious pain and serious war, and eventually, if it's a couple, it ends in divorce. It ends in divorce. And it has started where somebody has done something or something has happened, and then rejection grows. And sometimes, because it's not resolved. You know, rejection is like this. Rejection builds distance. So when it builds distance, when you are distant from each other, anything can happen. Any evil thought that comes in your mind, you can accept it. You know, it is easy to hate somebody that is far from you, not very close to you. So rejection helps you to hate somebody that you used to love. That's rejection. Rejection makes you to see the person that you have loved so dearly, see them as an enemy. You cannot understand why do people fall in love, be in love, have children, you know, and all of a sudden, they start rejecting each other and forgetting the love they used to have, the children that they have, the life they used to live. Forget it, write it off, does not exist, end up there, too angry, to can resolve, too angry, to can reconcile. How do you forget your lover? How do you forget the good times in your life? You know, rejection makes you think it's like never existed. It never existed. You treat your memories, the good memories that you used to have, like it never existed, and it was not a reality, like you have never been there. Rejection builds bitterness and hatred to such an extent that the good things that were supposed to be cherished, the good thing that was supposed to be used as a tool to say, I used to be this way. What's wrong with me? What happened to me? What happened to me? What happened to us? What happened to us? And if we are not going to look at this thing, seriously looking at it, deal with it, it causes a lot of pain and bitterness. And then what we want to do, then you had somebody say, move on. And you're trying to move on and trying to get other relationship, but you have never dealt with rejection, you have never dealt with your issues, then you still have issues again in another relationship and wondering, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why can't I have somebody that I can love and they can love me and we can have life together and enjoy each other? So today, I want us to deal with this thing because I can change lovers, I can change relationship, but as long as I've not dealt with the roots of the problem continues in my life. And you know what? It causes a lot of pain and hurt. We've got to deal with it. We got to deal with it. So I'm saying today that if you fail to deal with rejection, you will face suffering. You can't deal with rejection, you face suffering. And sometimes we do this thing of, you want to brush it off and act like, it's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. Smiling, it's not enough. Smiling and hurting in the inside, it's not enough. Pretending to be happy while you are hurting, it's not enough. It's not good enough. Because the pain and the hurt continues in the inside. Though I may show my teeth and though I may show that it's well, it's not well. It's not well, and it will not be well because I'm smiling. We've got to deal because this thing hurts the inside. I'm hurting in the inside. That's the reason why I'm feeling the pain. But because I don't want people to think that I'm a failure or my relationship has failed or I'm struggling, so I'm trying to act like everything is well. Please, brothers and sisters, and that's why relationship end up in violence. Where people become violent is because they're pretending and reach to a point, I cannot pretend anymore, and then they express that anger so deeply that eventually they start hurting somebody. Moki Live, say, Mr. Raymond, thank you very much, and TikTok, thank you for joining me. So, rejection, it's something that we have to deal with, because sometimes we are rejected not because we are the wrong one. I'll tell you what happened sometimes with rejection. Sometimes a person is cheating. And, you're cheating, you are in a relationship, and you are guilty that you're cheating, and your partner does not know that you're cheating. So because of this cheating thing that you have this rejection. Thank you. So you have this rejection, and not because your partner is wrong. You are guilty of something that you're doing, and you shouldn't be doing it. So because of that, there's that resistance. And it's caused by the division of your mind. One part of your mind know that you're not doing right. And one part of your mind maybe wants to confess. Moki Life say, yes, true. I agree. Rejection is God's direction. And do you remember how we talked during my breakup? Yeah, thank you very much. And I'm doing way better now. Thank you very much, Moki. Thank you. It's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. So I wanna bring this because I know sometimes people feel so guilty and think, I don't know what have I done, and I don't know how to fix this thing. Okay. Faithful say this is counseling to me. Thank you very much. So, and sometimes we're thinking, listen, I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how to deal with this. Because if I had this person be honest enough to me to say, you know what, this cold feeling that I'm giving you, it's not because of you, it's because of me. I'm caught, I'm cheating, and I'm struggling with myself. So when I see you, the guilt, and that guilt in me is the thing that makes me cold around you. Mokis, I miss the family, Raymond, Jadine, them, and sending you guys all love and light. Thank you very much. Thank you, Moki. Beautiful. Thank you to have you on TikTok. Yeah, beautiful. So a lot of people suffers from that, not knowing that the person who is cold around you, you are not the problem. They are the problem because they are the one that are facing this situation of cheating, and they don't know how to handle it around you, so they become cold. And when they become cold, you're trying to bring them or bring the person closer to say, but what's wrong? Why don't you talk? What's wrong? I mean, we were all right. What went wrong? I tell you what went wrong. What went wrong is that the person could not hold themselves last. And this, I'm going to reveal something. I'm pregnant of knowledge, and then I want to bring babies here. I want to bring babies here today. Thank you very much. I'm pregnant of knowledge, and I want to bring some babies here this morning by the grace of God. Amen. Hallelujah to God. This is what happened. This is what happened, and I tell you, a lot of people are sick when it comes to this situation of cheating. And let me just get a little bit deeper into it, and may the Lord help us here today. I want to talk to people who are cheating, and I know that there are people who don't know why are they cheating, and they cannot control because there's an addiction in cheating, but there's a roots of cheating. There's something that feeds cheating, and there are people who don't believe that the people who don't cheat. Hallelujah. And I'm one of those who does not cheat, so I'm able, but I used to cheat before I was saved. I used to cheat, so I know I can differentiate between then and now. So I can able to speak in two phases. I can able to speak then, and I can able to speak now. I am 23. Will be turning 23. Yeah. No, 20. Let me see. 24, I think. Yeah, I think I'll be 24. That was 2000 and 24. We'll be turning 24 years marriage, and in the 24 years never cheated. So I know what I'm talking about. But I used to cheat, so I know cheat, and I will speak as me. What made me to cheat? Maybe somebody else can relate to my experience of cheating. Now, what feed cheating? Cheating is fed by desire. Now, desire, It's caused by a pattern of thinking, a pattern of thinking, a way of thinking. So if I think in a certain pattern, which means I am limited to that way of thinking. So challenges, when they come through that way of thinking, the challenges, they have a way to overcome. Now, this is what happened. A person who light people in complexion, what happened? Every time they meet someone who's light in complexion, there's something. Okay? Somebody who loves slenders. Somebody, I love a slender. I love, slender people, tall people. This kind of mentality. Every time you see somebody who's a slender and fit this description of your desire, automatically you are interested. Somebody who loves a person whose muscles, like muscles. A woman who like a man with muscles. And every time, you walk and meet a person with muscles, arises something in you. There's interest. So if a muscle man comes to you and propose love, or a muscle man speaks to you friendly and they show kindness, you have that deep interest to that person because they fit your description. So even if you are married to the person you like, with the description that you like, the temptation is that you are going to meet other people with similar description, but maybe much better than the person you are married to. You'll find that it's a woman like a tall, muscle guy who's tough. Married to one like that. But you get this guy, it's like hitting you right into your heart. Big guy, tall, gentle, sweet voice, the walk, my God, just perfectly. And they happen to meet you and happen to be friendly. Look at that temptation. It leads you toward cheating. And one little move, you will cheat. So this ideology of having desires or type of a person that you would like, it weakens love within us and make us develop appetite to be with people, to want to spend time with people. And that makes people cheat. So when a person cheats, it's because he has or she has this picture description of a type of a person that she like. And whenever you meet such people, what happens? You arises feeling in you, and this feeling will become your temptation. Now the Bible says we are tempted because of our desires. Now, you may face this rejection because somebody else has a problem. They've got a problem of lust. They can't handle it. But they can't be honest with it because if they are honest with it, they feel they will be judged. So you hide it and just become cold to your partner and give this, cold feeling. And because you don't know that the cold feeling comes out of guilt, you feel guilty too. Not knowing that the coldness which is caused by your partner comes from a guilt conscious. Your partner is guilty of what they're doing in secret, so now they're not free with you. They can't be open up. There is this cold feeling which they give you. And most of the time this happens when you are generally, sitting together and you need to open up and have a conversation, and a person just, avoid that kind of confrontation because of the guilt inside. But in the dark, in bed, then this person wants to be very active. And you're thinking, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You were just cold some few hours ago. Now because we are in bed, it's dark, you want to be so active. Some of this coldness is caused by guilt. A person, when is that guilt, they give you the coldness. It's like someone who's been talking about you. Somebody who's been talking bad about you. And when they meet you, they become cold. And you wonder to say, but what's this? They're cold because they know that they're not right. They have issues with you that you don't even know. And you wonder to say, what's the coldness about? No, this person, they've just been talking bad about you. They've just, painted the very bad pictures about you. Now when they meet you, the guilt hits them. And they become cold, And they become cold. We have to deal with this thing, rejection. And the manner in which we have to deal with it. If I am rejected, what should I do? If I'm the one who is rejected, what should I do? How best can I deal with rejection? Should I reject those who reject me? Should I accept those who reject me? Should I be polite to those who reject me? Should I be good to those who reject me? Or should I hate them? What's best? What's the best way for me to handle rejection? Is to reject those who reject me, or is to be kind to those who reject me? Now, let's start with rejecting those who reject you. And let's look at what impact does it have to you. Remember, the moment you are cold, coldness affects you on its own. Rejection affects the person who rejects. You can't just reject and nothing happens within you. That coldness, it just says something wrong with you. You reject somebody, you become cold. You yourself get hurt, the fact that you are rejecting somebody. So rejection, it's a pain even to the rejecter. The feeling that it's a bad feeling. When you don't like somebody and you're feeling bad about it. Because it's not a strength, it's a weakness. It's not good, it's bad. So even when you're doing that, you are feeling the pain. And the pain you are feeling is not a pain that inspires you or strengthens you. It weakens you. It makes you more weaker when you're rejecting. You're not benefiting anything from rejection. Mrs. Maoro say, I'm learning. Beautiful. That's how life is. Life is all about learning. If we don't learn, we don't grow, we can't deal with the crisis of life. So, if rejection is a pain to the rejecter and a pain to the rejected, that tells us you can't take rejection as a solution. Listen to this. I'm going to deliver beautiful babies here this morning. If rejection is a pain to the rejecter and the rejected, then rejection cannot be solution. If you can't catch this, you are missing a big lesson. If rejection is a pain to the rejecter and the rejected, which means rejection can never be a solution in any situation. We can't resolve problem by rejection. We can't take rejection as a solution. So if you are rejecting people because they are rejecting you, you are not solving the problem. Oh, God of mercy. Mosia Fungusile says, what the F is going on here? What's going on here is that we are teaching about rejection. Rejection, it's something we have to deal with. If you don't deal with rejection, you will face suffering. That's what we're dealing with here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Say, hell ye, dude. Thank you. Thank you. People like you, I love them. I love them with all my heart. I love. When you express yourself, you're telling me your thoughts. You're telling me what you're thinking. So yeah, in this channel, you are loved. You are not blocked, but you are loved. Yeah, you are not cursed, but you are loved. And I'm not angry with you. I'm happy with you. Thank you for coming in and thank you for your input. Yeah, it makes me feel great. Yeah, that's the type of things that when people reject you, reject you, and you can't deal with this rejection, you suffer from it. You feel the pain that, somebody rejects you. Especially now, I'm talking to Monsiers, who just say, what the F is going on in here? That's a greeting, comes with a greeting. Just greeting me with, that kind of greeting. But I'm not angry, but, because I understand that sometimes people just get frustrated over things, and I may not know what frustrated the person. I may not know. But I'm not here to add into the Monsieur's frustration. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to uplift somebody's spirit. So I'm not going to, hurt your feeling. If you're trying to hurt my feeling will never get hurt. Because I understand who I am And I don't get angry when the people say F you. No, it doesn't do nothing to my feeling. It doesn't do anything. So yeah. Now rejection, it's a pain. People will face the rejection. Some people, kill themselves because of that. And people become funny with you everywhere. They become funny with you, and you can see they're talking about you, and they don't like you. You feel like you're all alone, and but I'm gonna say to you today, don't let rejection take away your dignity, take away who you are. Whether rejected or accepted, you remain who you are and never be troubled by people who reject you. Don't reject yourself because you are rejected. And as we've said, that rejection is not a solution. So when you reject yourself because you are rejected, you are not doing a favor to yourself. You are actually making it worse to yourself. You are making it worse to yourself. So it doesn't matter who you are rejecting. You could be rejecting yourself or rejecting somebody else. But rejection is not a solution. It hurts. It makes the pain worse. It worsens the situation. It makes you not be sober-minded and act foolishly. Okay. So we need to deal with this thing wisely, that we don't become a victim of rejection, because these are things that we're gonna face anywhere in the world. I've said that, you go to a wedding, you can greet everybody, and people may be friendly, but you'll find that cold one. You're going to find somebody rejecting you. You can go to a funeral where people are mourning, and you greet people, and you find that particular. And it doesn't matter how many people were happy with you. That one, that only one that will just be cold with you. You'll feel like, you know what? I'm very sad. I'm not happy. What happened? No, I was in a funeral, and people greeted me nicely, but there was this particular person who was very